Good morning everyone, this is Travalgar Valentine. How's it going today? Today I'm going to do a Mad Max car from the Fury Road film, Mad Max 4. So this car was going to be one of the, from the, which one group is it? It's the Plymouth Barracuda, which is part of the, it's got a, oh, I'm trying to remember what it's called now. It's just poof. Okay, it's Plymouth Barracuda. Anyway, it's got two Harpoon guns and a plows and some cool exhaust. They're just some of the key features that's raised up. So for my first stage is sketching. So let's use my pencil here, just normal HB pencil, just to sketch out some lines. So this is just going to be the bodywork. So it's quite small, this drawing. It's only 14 centimeters across, this small square that I've drawn out, to which it will contain the vehicle. There's 4 exhausts here. These for the wheels. These ones I've turned to face me, so then some of the chassis builds underneath. It's got these front bull bars. Then for the front grille, lights either side. There's no engine in this bonnet. There's just the Harpoon gun. I guess the engine's at the back for this one. There's a Harpoon at the top. These are all slightly pointing upwards, just because no one's manning them. If they're manned, they're horizontal. Then the plough system at the back. Okay, so now I've got some light sketching in. I can do with a bit of colour here and there. I'm just going to start off with the Copic grey pen. This is just to block out some of the shadows. Okay, now that I've applied these 3 copic markers, you can see all the different shapes I've gone through. I applied different shadows, especially just below these harpoon guns and stuff. I've used the grey on top, and I've just left out the front here, just for them one to be lighter with a pencil. But I've applied the dark shadows underneath as well, to try on all the different suspension. It's a bit blocky and a bit blotchy right now, so I need to tighten up a few things. Let's go on with the pencils for this. Next step. Okay, so you can see the different pencil lines that I've done. I'm trying to create a nice shadow just beneath some of the wheels here. As you can see, it comes darker up. Add a bit of texture on top with the different colours and stuff like that, different darker shades. Keeping this kind of line here in the centre, kind of nice and white. Or white as a can, front details and stuff like that. So it's slowly coming together. It's still looking not quite crisp that I want to do it, so I'm going to go the next step, which is with these fine liner pens, just to add a bit of more detail to it and not apply too much heavy blackness. So for instance, let's maybe start with the wheels. So for this wheel, I'm just going to do some dots just on the side here. Then let's do the tread. Then add a little bit of dark line just at the bottom here. Okay, so you can see with my 0.5 uniball pen and my grey pens, I've got a lot of details within it. This has really pulled out some of the details within the whole car itself. So you can see that I've done across here with the just to trim around the lights either side with a grill on the side, and that just points to an arrow in the centre. I've also emphasised the front bull bars here, the side exhausts coming up, 2 Harpoon guns. This has got a little seat for this Harpoon gun, and the other seat's just here, or it's just behind here. And on further reflection on looking at actually what this one does, this one's got the side exhaust, and at the back it's got these 4 plough blades, and these ones are the plough blades that come down to anchor it down the wall rig. And the front bull bars is actually where the rope coils round to hold for the Harpoon gun. I've emphasised all the different chassis parts underneath that comes around, and all the different suspension bits and tread on the tyres and stuff, so it's all coming together now. So now a few more steps left. I'm just going to do, next step is the background. So this is on like a dirt background, so I'm going to use my pencils again for this, and pencils for the sky. So got my browns and a few blues as well, that's it. And first thing I'm going to emphasise is the horizon line. Okay, now the background's all done. I've added a bit of shadow underneath as well. Now for the last final bit, I'm just going to go into a few final touches here and there, using a few bits and pieces around here. I might use a bit of copic, I might use a bit of pencil, I'm not quite sure. But it's just for the last final bits to really push and pull this vehicle into existence. So, yeah. Okay guys, I think I'll leave it like that. It's been my Plymouth Barracuda for Mad Max Fury Road. As you can see with the last final details, I just went over black pencils, making things a bit darker, especially around the wheel and a few other bits and pieces here and there. Just try and push and pull some of the levels and try and get some of them raised. As you can see, I left a white highlight just above this car just to emphasize the light coming down here. The front is a little bit lighter than the side, just to emphasize where the light's coming from, and this bit would be darker. Same with the wheel, where it's going to be darker at the bottom and stuff. So that's just all it is just pushing and pulling different highlights here and there. So it's been my Plymouth Barracuda. Thanks very much for watching guys. We'll be back in another video real soon.